This is NewsBreak26 in Southwest New Brunswick. I'm Vicki Hogarth. Here's what's happening in our part of the world. 2 lives were sadly lost on the water in Charlotte County this past weekend. The first incident happened Saturday afternoon in Beaver Harbour, where a 35-year-old man from Moncton died during a diving training exercise. First responders from Eastern Charlotte and Ambulance New Brunswick were on scene, but despite their efforts, the man was pronounced dead. Shortly after, a second emergency call came from the St. Croix River near the Beaconsfield-Loon Bay area. A canoe had capsized. Later that day, the body of a 78-year-old man from Fredericton was recovered. First responders from Western Charlotte Fire Department, St. Stephen Fire Department, and Morris Mills Fire Department, along with Ambulance New Brunswick, were on scene. RCMP say there's no sign of foul play in either case. The coroner's office is involved and autopsies are being conducted to determine the causes of death. Our thoughts are with the families and loved ones affected by these tragic losses. Charlotte County is getting 2 new junior hockey teams as part of a cross-border league expansion. Here is CHCO's Lukas Kohler with more.
Charlotte County has 2 new teams hitting the ice this upcoming hockey season: the Eastern Charlotte Kingfishers and the St. Croix Seawolves.
We've got a lot of things that are planned off the ice. We've got a lot of things planned during games. It's not just 3 20-minute periods. It's a whole entertainment and engagement piece that we're going to be doing. And our hopes is that we'll fill that building with the community members who see this as something that is beneficial to the community.
The teams will be a part of a minor hockey league called the National Collegiate Development Conference, which has teams in both the States and Canada.
You know, we're going to have some American teams coming up to play in Woodstock and Quebec City and Eastern Charlotte and St. Stephen, and it's I'm sure that there'll be some things said in the stands and whatnot. Hopefully, it's in the spirit of the game and in the spirit of a rivalry. It's politics is everywhere. The game is no exception.
The Kingfishers will be based in the Eastern Charlotte Recreation Center, while the Seawolves will play from the Garcelon Civic Center. The community is pumped for these new teams and the rivalry that they will foster. Lukas Kohler, CHCO-TV, Charlotte County.
Thanks, Lukas. Blacks Harbour continues to grapple with ongoing water quality issues. For more on this, here is CHCO's Aidan Raynor.
After Eastern Charlotte's special council meeting on June 3rd concerning the water in Blacks and Beaver Harbour, Council has moved ahead with plans to mitigate the issue concerning the residents affected by the quality of water.
The company Englobe, who's been tasked to find water for Blacks Harbour, they've been asked to set up a timeline for moving forward. They've given us those timelines this past week. Council is going to be sitting down probably within a week or so with Englobe and going over those timelines. I can't disclose those as of yet because Council hasn't finalized them yet. But that's why I said things are moving along pretty fast.
MLA Ian Lee has addressed the issue for the residents in the provincial legislature to work with the province on finding a solution.
I thought I'd be proactive. And since Adam is a councillor from this area, I called Adam and I said, Adam, I need a tour and I need you to give me the Coles Notes version of what's going on. So a week and a half ago, Sunday afternoon, we spent about an hour and a half traveling around, and he was explaining things to me, the issues, and I knew some of the issues because Council had been bringing me up to speed, and we did different little stops and tours of where water sources were and potential water sources and what was going on. So, it was great. I think he was doing a great job, and I found it very informative, and it was good. Just an hour and a half, and like I say, we just traveled and talked, and he gave me some information, so it was good.
Englobe, in a statement to CHCO, has said they understand the importance of this project and are committed to identifying a sustainable water supply source and developing a long-term strategy to address the water quality concerns in Blacks Harbour. Connors Brothers, the company who currently controls the water in Blacks and Beaver Harbour, did not reply to a request for comment on the issue. Aidan Raynor, CHCO-TV, Blacks Harbour.
Thanks, Aidan. Finally, after over 4 years at the table, St. Andrews Town councillor Jamie Hirtle resigned from his seat at Monday night's regular council meeting to embark on a new work opportunity in Nova Scotia. In his remarks, Hirtle thanked his colleagues for what they were able to accomplish together and, above all, for their friendship.
I consider you all at this table family. I consider you all respected colleagues, and I can't say enough about the influence you've all had on me over the last 4 years.
We wish Jamie and his partner Masha all the best in their next chapter. That's all the news I have for you. For more stories and online exclusives, visit CHCO and the Courier online at CHCO.TV.
A news and public affairs production of CHCO-TV, New Brunswick's only source for independent community television.